NoonaTalk.
I am Zara, and the words my sugar have been imprinted on my brain.
I'm Sophia, and I want to fly across the world and go to Bora Vegas. But here I am in my
Burhegas,
house.
we are Noona Talk, where we talk about K pop, K dramas, K food,
K food
K beauty.
and some fun K culture facts as well.
Where all can they find us?
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever there are podcasts. And also you can find us on YouTube and come say hi on our Instagram because that's where we talk to you every day.
So today it's all going to be about BTS in Vegas, PTD in LV.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, what's a poppin'?
What's poppin', guys?
Coachella was poppin'. I mean, was it
Oh
poppin'?
my god.
I feel like I didn't hear a lot of conversation about Coachella as
I
such.
feel
Did
like we
hear
just
about.
live in our bubbles, which is why we didn't
Mm.
hear about Coachella because I watched it and Coachella was lit.
I think I watched two performances. I watched the Epic High one and I watched Jackson's. Oh no, I also watched
Did you
2NE1. I
not?
also watched 2NE1.
Yeah, so lit. Oh my god, Epic High was
Where did it
going
come from
crazy.
though? Like, where did the
And
2NE1? No, nobody saw that coming.
yeah, no, see, I think CL has always talked about bringing to anyone back, but this time it happened, and she's also going to be releasing her documentary of her current album, Alpha, and which is it has really been CL's year with Spicy and all the other things that she's been
And she
doing,
went
and
to the
to
Met
just
Gala.
she went to the Met Gala and to round it off with her Coachella main stage performance, ending with To Anyone, Nega Che Chalaga. Like, oh my god, what a bop. What a bop. And did you see, like, Dara literally danced so hard she threw her shoe into the audience?
No, even Jackson. Jackson's performance was incredible. I feel like
It
I
really
didn't I didn't
was.
realize this at the time, but we've never had 100 ways live performance.
But I was really upset with the mic issues at Coachella this time, though. It was pretty sad that the mics weren't working properly, and you could see that very clearly with parts of CL and parts of Jackson's performance. One performance that I was very, very disappointed was BB's. Like, I don't know what went wrong, but it was so dull. Like, girl, you're at
Underwhelming.
Coachella. But yeah, it was lit. I mean, kudos to 88 Rising for bringing all the Asian artists up there and putting them up on the main stage. Like, all of my respect. And also, kudos to Epic High. It's not easy to give that banger of a performance at their age, at the end of their very hectic
Tour,
North America
yeah.
tour. Yeah.
Mm.
And this is the second time they're at Coachella. So it's a huge deal. Talking about Coachella, there was also a bit of controversy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So
The tea.
TOP from Big Bang or Top, whatever you call him, posted a photo congratulating to anyone about their Coachella performance, except he put a photo with Blackpink and to anyone side by side with Blackpink's photo of their last year Coachella performance. And he just congratulated to anyone with no mention of Blackpink. And Blinks were pretty mad. Like, give the girls credit where credit is due, I guess.
Yeah, like why do you have to have them in the photo at all? Like it
Hmm.
this ain't
It
about
was
you.
some Soompi copied photo. Segueing into this Big Bang stuff, there was a big issue with Big Bang where the minute their song dropped, which we discussed in our last podcast, and we talked about how it sounded like a goodbye song and it felt like the end of Big Bang, and everybody else felt that too. So YG's stocks just dropped after that. And then
No.
YG came out with a statement saying Big Bang are not disbanding to save their stocks. And we're all just like, well, what's happening? I'm so confused.
But are they like not disbanding the way God 7 haven't disbanded? Comebacks
Hmm.
brings us to an important point. Monster X is having a comeback at like in not even 10 days.
Oh, wow.
It's
Man,
called
every
Shape of.
time I go online, Monster X is having a comeback.
Why is that true? I feel genuinely, how are they not tired? And it's still like comeback galore. Sai is having a comeback, very, very excited. And there
It's
is
huge.
unveiling of songs and tracks going on almost every day. Like his comeback schedule is tight. And I
It
think
is.
today or yesterday they announced that Haze is going to be on one of the songs. Very excited for that.
Wow. It's crazy because he also has crush on one of the other songs. So I think he's just getting everyone from P Nation. And also Tableau is has composed the title track
Oh,
for
I didn't
Psy's
know
album.
that. Oh no, that sounds that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so excited for what that sounds like.
Yeah. It's gonna be incredible.
Um,
I think if there's one thing Psy can do, it's make hit songs. So very, very excited for what
yeah, it
is
may not
in
be the
store.
life-changing song or anything, but it will be a bomb.
It's a bang. I don't know about you, Gangnam Style changed my life.
There are also rumors about Rain having a comeback. I don't know how true
Hmm.
it is, but he literally today, like a couple of hours ago, posted like a series of very thoughty photos. And I think that like fueled speculation even more. And I
If
don't know how to
30
tell this to
photos are a
fans.
reason for comeback, then Wonho's having a
Exactly.
comeback every
Every
day.
day. Oh my God. I feel like
Every
Wano's
day.
photos aren't even thoughty photos anymore. Like we've crossed thought now.
Is it Instagram or is it OnlyFans? Only Wonho
What?
can tell.
Yeah.
Idols Neon is also having a solo debut, which is like, girl, you've just wrapped up your group comeback, so
Comeback.
what's happening? And she's released the teaser photos for the comeback, for the debut, and she's eating donuts, and it made me really hungry. And then the track list is in the form of a brunch menu with like croissants and coffee. And I was looking at it and I just got really hungry. Life
Did
goals.
you watch My Teenage Girl, the NBC show?
No, what is it?
It was one of those like reality survival shows where they eventually made a group. The group's name, of
Oh,
course,
okay.
keeping up with tradition, is terrible. It's classy
Okay.
and it's
I think it's
class.
still better than Kepler.
Nothing's worse
Oh.
than Kepler. Nothing can. Kepler is beyond the worst. But yes,
And
Classy is
Hyphen is a
finally
close
ready to.
second.
I feel like the fact that it's Enhai Pen and not Enhai Fen makes it bad. But yes, Classy
Yeah.
is about to debut. And it's called in their first album or title track. I'm not sure. It's called Class is Over. Even Bolfor is also having a comeback.
Also, this isn't a comeback, but our favorite artist IU and our favorite K actor Park Seo Joon have finished filming their movie together, and this is IU's first movie. And it's very interesting where it's got a tentative title called The Dreamers, but that's not the final title. And it took 2 years to shoot because they were shooting in Hungary and a couple of other spots in Europe, and which got shut down, of course, because of COVID. They finally ended filming, and after post production, we're gonna get the movie. So very excited, aren't we all?
And like, yeah, no, and I'm hoping IU has like a soundtrack in this movie.
I feel like if you're getting IU to act in your movie, you have to make her sing. Otherwise, what's the point?
Right? Like, isn't that like a
Hmm.
BOGO offer with IU?
It's like how they use Kang Daniel to sing a song for Rookie Cops. Because why wouldn't you,
Hush,
right?
hush. They've released the MV for that, by the
Keep
way,
your
and
voice
like,
down.
I highly recommend everybody go watch that MV.
I think it's time to get into it, yeah.
PTD and LV, what a time! 4 whole days, 2 whole weekends. Did you watch all 4 days?
The city of BTS, am I right? Yeah, I watched all 4 days. I think day two and day three, I kind of missed some parts, but I caught up on Twitter as I do. How is it that they have been doing the same set list since Seoul, then they did it in LA, then they did it again in Seoul, then they did it in LV, and every day is different. Every performance, there's something new, something incredible. It's
I think that's why we like them as artists, performers, right? Like they're really putting on a great
yeah,
performance every
yeah.
time. Do you have like a favorite moment or two?
There were so many favorite moments, but for me, some really cute moments stood out. Like there's this one video of Tay teaching the dancers during Boy with Love a step. Like he teaches them while the song is going on, then he turns around and then they all follow him and they do the step. That was really cute. There are lots of There's a compilation of Jin trying to use the confetti gun during So What. So it starts from day one where he looked at it and didn't pick it up because of his hand. Day two where he tried to pick it up but it didn't really work out, so he left it. Day three, I don't know which day was it, but finally there's just a photo of him shooting the confetti gun, and that's what he's posted on his
I think
Instagram.
that's, yeah,
I
I was
think
just going
it's
to say that's the one
incredible.
he's posted
And
on
finally,
Instagram.
and my ultimate favorite moment was definitely Hobie's last day meant, where he thanked Jin specifically for going out of his way to not affect the performance in any way and working so hard. And then Jin being like, "Oh no, I was a burden." And then Tae putting his hat on, walking across the stage just to tell him, "No, you were not a burden." That was.
I think one of
What were
my,
your favorite moments?
I think I just really enjoyed them having fun. I think that's something that makes me enjoy it. Like Tay wrapping himself
Yeah.
up in all the streamers and doing a model walk every time. Like he looked forward to it. You know he was
Yeah.
waiting for the streamers to come out and collect them so that he could walk. And that, I think that humanizes them so much for me and like makes me enjoy their work. So things like that I really look forward
Hmm.
to.
The point
What do you
when they
say?
called out the guys and the girls, like that was really cute.
That was cute, and I didn't realize how maybe underrepresented fanboys have felt so far. It makes sense.
Hmm.
It's just something I hadn't really thought about. And the overwhelming amount of people who've come out from the woodworks to be like, oh, it's so nice to feel recognized. I was very
Yeah.
happy. It made me feel very good that they were sort of present for them, you know. And they would like cut
Mm-hmm.
to all the men
They
in
were
the
not
stadium.
sort of present.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was not sort of
They
present.
were here for
They were very here for it. Like you've already mentioned, there was Seoul, LA, Seoul again, and now Vegas, which has given us a lot of outfits. But
it.
just based on Vegas, favorite outfit.
Jungkook's Victorian corset shirt.
How
That
dare you bring that up?
yeah,
How dare you bring that up in this
that
house?
was insane.
I love, okay, so this is something I only noticed on day 4. I didn't notice it up till then because I think there's so much processing that I have to do with
We
it.
were watching
Um,
140 pixel worth of videos. That's
that
why.
too, that too. But like, I think I did see other videos, right? People did post videos on
Hmm.
Twitter, but
Yeah.
it starts off with a low collar, and it's only after Black Swan and everything is done. Sorry, not Black Swan. Once the Black Swan, they take off the coats, he pulls up the collar.
Oh, interesting.
I thought it was a straight backed collar. I was like, whoa, wow, that must be such a hard thing to dance with. But he does it
Yeah.
to himself and to us.
Yeah, and he was so excited about it. Like he talked about it on the first day as well, where June was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to open your shirt," and Jungkook is like, "I got a new shirt."
I don't know what my favorite outfit would be. I think I did really enjoy the paisley fits that they did in Vegas, sorry, in LA. So the departure from that this time, while it felt more like,
Hmm.
it felt very like their styling, like it, you know how Tay
Personal
wore the suit,
style.
and yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like that. But I do miss the paisley.
But I always enjoy how throughout the concerts they keep switching up the outfits so it doesn't get boring. Like they did this
Stay.
within Love Yourself or Speak Yourself. Like
Mm.
after every 2, 3 locations, they kind of just switch it up. And kudos to their design team, styling team. I think it's a very small detail. I don't think enough people care about it, but I appreciate it because
I
there's
do.
always something new. And I think this is also a part of it.
So, what was your favorite mint in any of the 4 days? I think I already know the answer because you said Hobie, but do you have another one?
No, it was June's meant on day one, where he was like, F you to the haters. And they were like very hyped with the energy from Grammys and everything that went down afterwards. So, yeah, that was my favorite mentor. I was like, yeah, bring it, June.
I feel like Vegas, for me, like the Vegas era
Mm.
of Jungkook has been very enlightening. I don't know how to say what I mean by this. I feel like he's gotten a little more confident or a little more loose with himself. Um,
I was going to
it,
talk
it, it
about this at the end when we had to talk about who inspired you the most.
Oh, I'm
Like, or
sorry.
who, like, stood out for you the
He
most.
really felt very, I don't know what it was, very fun and chill. Like there was a big chiller vibe with him than there has been in the past. I think it's just him getting comfortable with himself. I don't really know what it
Mm-hmm.
is, but he was just
Yeah.
fun. I like. I've never felt this before. Like I've always
Yeah.
appreciated him as a artist, and I've really enjoyed him as like a person. But this time was the first time I sort of felt like I could be friends with him.
Congratulations, Jungkook. I guess.
It's a big deal, okay? I don't say this.
Mood.
Also, like the whole time, like there was one time when he messed up on butter.
Jungkook stood out the most on me on stage. I think he has, as a center, he has always given his 100%. But I think you could always see effort, but now he's so comfortable that it doesn't even look like effort. It looks like he is having a blast and he is confident and he owns the stage. Like he has this ownership that he's kind of grown into, and I'm living for it. Like yes, brilliant. And
Absolutely.
it wasn't like
I
he didn't
enjoyed
have
him.
it before, but
There's a lot more of it now.
hmm,
And I think we
yeah,
saw
it's like
glimpses of
how
it
Tay has
when he was
always been a good
quarantined,
performer.
chilling with armies and just being fun and openly flirty and all of those things. Like he was just so like,
Hmm.
which I really like. I think I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying this new version.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a new version. I think he's just growing into himself more. It
Hmm.
felt just like an expanded version of Jungkook,
Hmm.
where he's still like
You're right.
sweet and loving, but he's also very confident and he's more sure about himself, and that just comes across on stage.
What do
Insane.
you mean sweet and loving?
Also,
That man, like before June could finish and start crying, he was already there. His hands were there.
that was so cute.
That was
Hugs
very
are
cute.
always cute. Um, One more thing, I think we really need to address this, and this was a big issue throughout the concert, and it kind of always has been. But why is there so much horny energy? Like, put your shirt, keep them on. What is going on?
And for what? Like for what? It's
Yeah,
not like
just
it's
shirt for wearing.
jacket for wearing. Shoulders, just keep it on it.
Yeah. Another thing we really need to talk about is Bora Hagels because that seemed insane. There were clubs, there were hotel room themes with like
Cafes,
Bangtan stuff. There were, yeah,
Bellagio fountain.
fountains which were like singing to Dynamite and Butter. Oh my god, I was just 50% of my consumption was just being envious of armies having a blast in Vegas. Oh, and the outfit, like army is really bringing it up.
Yeah, no, I feel like whenever I even envisage myself going to the concert, I'm always thinking of myself in basic clothes because I'm like, I'm just gonna be a sweaty, dirty mess. Like, who's putting in effort? But like, people are showing up. It's
That, and
it's
I
it's
think one thing that
amazing.
I was most envious of were the after parties, like the clubs where they had all the armies there. They were playing Bangtan music. In fact, the final day I saw there were a lot of lap dancers who were there at the clubs as well. And then
Oh
they
my
played
God.
fire and they performed, and armies had their army bombs on. It was insane.
That sounds like so much fun. And also you've got so much post-concert energy, right? So it's such a great way to like
Hmm.
use that.
Someone had also posted a video of armies just walking across the strip after the concert was over, and everyone just had their army bombs in their hand and they were just like waving it, and it was so beautiful. I the way I wanted to be a part of that. I
Oh, that
hope
does
they keep
sound
doing
really
this
nice.
because
You've written BuzzFeed articles, so I must ask.
so there was a BuzzFeed review of the concert written by somebody who wasn't an army. It was somebody whose
But they are
niece was
now.
an army. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Their niece was an army, and they talked about how they felt very disconnected with their niece because niece was going through teenage, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know school anymore." So then their sister was like, "Hey, we as a family are going to a BTS concert. Do you want to join?" And I was like, "Why isn't my family asking me that?" But
Our family
anyway,
does other
they
things.
yeah. But so she went and she was just floored. She was like, there's so much like sexual energy. There's such incredible performers. She was just awed. She was awed by everything. I'm gonna like link the article in the YouTube description and maybe post it on our Instagram stories because you all need to read it. Because that is the effect of BTS. Like you can have no idea who BTS are. You can just she had just heard Butter, so that was all she knew about them,
Oh wait, she'd
and
not
she
even
went to the
heard
concert.
Dynamite?
Maybe I'm not sure, but she had literally just heard a song and she had no clue, and she went there and her descriptions were amazing, and it that like I think we as armies kind of forget. We know how incredible they are, but we forget how other people have no idea how incredible they
Mm,
are. Like going from
that's fair.
zero to PTD Vegas Bangtan is
Concert, yeah.
that yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you've watched an MV and lost your mind. You've watched a concert. And that
You
too, like,
watch
them in
like
Vegas.
Park Jimin thrust his hips into your face. You
Yeah.
can't survive this
You
anymore.
watch like Namjoon like lightly take his shirt off and jog on stage. For why? That brings us to the biggest news of all, album announcement finally!
I
It
think we
is
need to talk
like,
about the conversation we had after the album announcement.
what was the conversation that we had after the album announcement?
It was like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god.
Yeah, no. I think there was a lot of just me screaming. I think I sent you an audio note of me just like
Voice
screaming.
note. It's like,
Yeah.
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 But it
I
was
think
so
we've been
crazy
waiting
because
for this
we
for
were all expecting something. Yeah.
yeah, and we've waited for so long, and I think because I was so sure that we were getting something
500
after
plus days.
LA, and we didn't get LA. Then after Seoul, we didn't get an announcement. So to get it now,
Like, I'm so excited. I literally have goals. I was like, by the time the Bangtan comeback happens, I'm gonna have my life in order. I'm gonna get all my studies done. I'm gonna like be fit. I don't know. I'm just like, I need to be ready mentally and physically to just lose it
yeah, no,
on June.
I have like a job, and I'm just like, can I ask that I want to join after the 10th? Can I do that? Because like I need to be
But like, you
free.
can't even plan that because 10th is just the beginning of
Come
it.
back,
After that,
come
okay.
back schedule, right? Like what's happening around it? You
Yeah.
know they're going to do
Okay,
things.
okay. Let's start with theories. What are all your theories?
I don't have any theories, okay? I have hopes, I have dreams,
What
aspirations.
are your dreams?
Um,
Tell me your
I
dreams.
okay. Okay, I want no subunits. I want no subunits. I want solos. I want one solo from
Hmm.
each and like two to three OT7 songs. And I want that to be an
That's
album.
it.
That's like
That's a
that's like
small
10
album.
songs. That's
That's
10
really
songs.
no. I want like there should be subunits, there should be rap and vocal units, there should be like 5 songs. Give me a full album. Like give me 15 to 17 songs. What is this 10 song BS?
I don't think we'll get a 15, 17. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that's what's
I think
happening.
15 is not, maybe 12. That's if it's a full album,
Okay.
then we can get. I don't want 3 subunits. I want 2 sub. I do want a rap line and a vocal line. Like that counts as one of the subunits. Other than that, I want what they did with B with like 4 and 3. I think that was a great idea, and I want more of those. 3 people that I really want together is Jin, Tae, and Hobi, and Jimin, Cookie, and Namgi on the other subunits. Those are my dream subunits. What are
That would
your
be
dream subunits?
the Jinte Hobi, but the Namgi Jikook would be incredible. I
No,
feel like
not Jin, Tae, Hobi.
I really want a Tegi.
Yeah, we need Cypher B. What's going on, guys? Come on. बहुत time हो गया अब तो ले आओ.
Yeah,
But
because it
apart
makes
from
sense,
that,
right? They've done a Cypher Part 4, and if they were to do a Cypher Part 5, it would be V.
yeah, and they've talked. Tay wants it, just give it to him.
We want it. Give it to us.
There are also theories in among armies where maybe we'll get a pre-release single before June because BBMAs are in May and they've already performed Butter last year. So everyone's like, what are they going to perform this time?
PTD?
PTD isn't a nominated single. PTD is a B-side.
So they can still.
I think it's a valid theory because even we did get Black Swan before we got On, so they have been doing pre-release singles. We did get Dynamite before we got B, so that's not a far-fetched theory.
Yeah, thinking about a
I am
pre-release
very
single.
curious as to why June is still in America.
That is
Why are you in
very
America?
curious. Everyone else went back. What are you still
Yeah.
doing there?
I mean, is it a case of him just wanting to see a new museum, or is he recording something which isn't a part of the album?
Is the Snoop Dogg collab a June collab or is it a Bangtan collab?
Oh, I never even thought of that, that it could just be a June collab.
Yeah, because he did talk about in his V Live that he said he's gonna have unexpected and great artists on his next project. I feel like Bangtan need to stop talking about their next project and just give it to us. Like stop talking about it.
Yeah, or be more clear. Like, how, you know what's going to happen if they're more clear? More people will be prepared. If you're going to tell us, hey, show up on the 10th, we'll all be there on the 10th. If you're like, hey, something's happening, ooh, I don't know what it is, ooh, then we don't know when to show up.
Yeah, mixtapes are just like, hey, new music, that's incredible and will change your life forever.
I swear. Other than that, given the way the album was announced,
Mhm.
it makes sense that like I read somebody saying this and it makes sense so much. I don't know if I believe it just because of the way Mod 7 happened, but like that, like the
Mhm.
way the album was announced, it feels like it's going to have a lot of references to their older music. But Mod 7
Mhm.
already did so much of that.
Yeah, I think
um
Mod 7 did a lot more school trilogy, and while We Are Bulletproof feels like is the album called We Are Bulletproof? What's up with that? But also HYYH wasn't referenced in Mod 7, and we did get
so do you think
HYYH
this is the
photos
reference era for
in
HYYH?
because we got HYYH references in their Grammy performance, which was
And like June's been
unexpected.
posting a lot of his HYYH era.
That's true, but Hobie did that too 3 years ago. A lot. Like he posted like, oh my god, Butterfly is such an incredible song, guys. And we were
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh
I
my
do
god,
remember the butterfly
HYYH
thing.
come back. There was no HYYH come back.
Yeah. But like this time, I think there is more merit to that theory. I don't
Hmm.
know though. Like I don't know if they do say back to back big full length albums,
Hmm.
which are harkening back to older music. I think that
Hmm.
might be true for title, but maybe overall theme not so much.
True. There was a theory again that I read on Twitter where someone was talking about instead of it just being a call back to their career, it could also be reimagining or revisiting youth because HYYH was so centered around youth and being in your late 20s, you kind of look back and kind of reminisce those days a lot. So maybe that could be something that they talk about because if there's one thing that Bangtan albums have is just it's referential to their lives, whatever is going on, and that's what makes it so relatable. I think it's time to move on.
Okay. This week's This or That is very heavily based on the concerts,
Ooh.
which I don't know. Like, I think it might be easy for you. PTD and LV versus LA versus Seoul.
PTD and LV, the
June in
energy.
Haridwar Chic or in Snoopy Hat.
June and Snoopy hat.
D1234.
D4
Disease performance versus home performance.
home performance.
Really? The way I was so sure you were gonna. Oh, wow. JK ab reveal versus Teiko clap sitting.
Whoa, you didn't have to attack me like that. I feel like I'll pick Take clap sitting because there was no ab reveal. It was just there.
Yes, that is true. My bro for Jin or my sugar for Yungi?
My bro for Jin.
Hobie with the Gaga hat or Tay with the cowboy hat?
Tay with the cowboy hat.
Other than June, who would you rather go through the drive-through with?
Jin.
So this is a good way to end the podcast and our relationship. I didn't expect that. This level of betrayal.
He can cook and he's funny.
Level of betrayal. Carry an army bomb to a concert or a poster to a concert?
Army bomb.
There were 5 VCRs in the concert. Which one was your favorite? There is a
The
correct
weird,
answer.
the one where they're in the store and then they like
Go outside and
dance.
meet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the zombies and they teach them.
My favorite part of that VCR specifically is when Hobie physically shoves the man away to dance with his friends. Which gin hand wrap was your favorite? You know, he had different hand
Yeah, yeah,
wraps
yeah. There was this purple one with like
with
butterflies made on it.
butterflies.
Yeah.
Nice. Which was your favorite post-concert V Live in Vegas?
The women hope cook.
Who was your favorite guest who came to Vegas? Like favorite celebrity who came to watch Vegas concert?
Which celebrities came this time?
Steve Aoki, Simon Pegg, others.
Okay.
Bang PD.
Did he come?
Yeah.
Okay, Bang PD.
Okay. There were 20 songs on the set list. Which one was your favorite?
Disease.
But how? Okay, you can't choose between disease and home as home and then choose
No, I love the
disease.
home performance, but I like Disease as a song more.
No, obviously this was meant as the performance only, Sophia.
Let me choose what I want.
Okay, fine. That brings us to an end of this. Or no, it wasn't just this or that. It was more like options. Do you have a K fact?
I do. How many fridges do you have in your house?
One, because that's regular.
Apparently, it's not. A lot of people in Korea have a kimchi fridge, which is a special fridge to keep your kimchi in.
Like a
And
mini fridge?
no, so it's a special fridge. It's called a kimchi fridge, and it's not a mini fridge. It's not like oh जगह नहीं है fridge में तो kimchi के लिए अलग से fridge ले लो type. But it's a special fridge that has specific conditions that help ferment the kimchi, but also keep it fresh for long. So the humidity and temperature is controlled as such, and it can also come with other features like UV bacteria killing and anti-smell feature. There are lots of features to a kimchi fridge, and it comes originally. Kimchi was made by salting vegetables in the olden times and putting them in earthen pots underground because Korea is a cold country, so that was their kimchi fridge. But now we have houses and technology, so that's why you have kimchi fridges.
That's kind of like skincare fridges.
Yeah, or ice cream fridges.
I think that's just called a freezer. Okay, that's really cool. That brings us to our K-drama corner this week. What K-drama are you watching?
I'm still watching Our Blues, still waiting for Jimin OST, which is.
Where is it? Where is it, Jimin? Jimin cannot find buttons, cannot find his OST.
Yeah, I. So it is a very interestingly made drama where it's not just one continuous story throughout the entire drama. It's kind of like an anthology, not exactly, where three episodes are just one story, and then the next set of episodes are of different characters from the previous story. So it's about a bunch of people living in Jeju, and the first was between this friend who was in severe debt because he wanted to get his daughter to play golf professionally in the US. A lot of K dramas are very glamorized, which we do enjoy. There's a lot of outfits, a lot of makeup, there's a lot of
Fantastical.
sets. Yeah, yeah, and this is very simple. The characters aren't overly beautiful, or oh, some of them are, but it's just like a mix of regular people, regular clothes, regular lives, and regular issues.
That
And
sounds nice.
yeah, it's very very well made. I'm here for it. Very human.
Would you any other K dramas that you would recommend I watch? I'm also down to watch some like older ones because I feel like I haven't seen all of them.
Um, I still think that Crash Landing on You is the best K drama there is. That everybody should watch it.
Okay. I think that brings us almost to the end. Do you have an award this week?
This week, my award just goes to Armies in Vegas because thank you for having so much fun on our behalf and for dressing up and keeping the vibe on. Like,
Honestly, yeah, very true. My award this week goes to TripAdvisor, who on their website changed the name of Vegas from Sin City to Gin City.
that's incredible.
They saw their chance, they took the pun and ran with it. There was no moment of hesitation. I love everything about that. Oh my god, I enjoyed it very, very much.
Hmm.
I think that's the end. Yeah. So let us know in the comments what part of Vegas you enjoyed. What are
Yeah.
your album theories, especially about what is June still doing in America?
Also, look out for our giveaway winner announcement in the description.
We'll be back next week with another topic. Hopefully, there's some comeback activity that starts so we can start doing some speculations. Otherwise, if there's anything else at all that you wanted us to talk about, whether it's other group comebacks, any concerts
K
happening, any
drama
performances,
recommendations,
yes,
please.
please give me K drama recommendations. I still want to watch a lot more. So hit us up with that. I will be Zara next week as well.
I'll hopefully be Sophia next week, but who really knows?
Can't even tell. And we were Noona Talk.